So now we will learn in today's session is something about the action modes. As I told you, there are different action modes, whatever you are trying to perform. And see, whatever the attribute that you have scanned and used within the module, you can provide your input value in the value session. And accordingly, you have different action modes. Okay. And I mean, exactly what action we're trying to perform. I mean, you are trying to inform Tosca to perform that on the application. So we will see what are these action modes are available and which action mode will be used at what time. So we will be learning about all these things one by one. So what are the different action modes which we have got is, so there is a drop down here. So here there are different action modes like input, verify, buffer, wait on, select, constraint. So these are the different action modes which are available in Tosca. So sometimes even these questions can also be used in an interview. They will asking you like what are the different action modes available in Tosca, and these are the six different types and action modes which are available in Tosca tool. So sometimes they can also ask you individual action modes as well. I mean, can you explain me what is a buffer? What why constraint is used? So for each and every action mode specifically, there would be a specific situation and an example, right? So we will be seeing one after the other. So first of all, what is an input action? We will see first what is that. So it is very simple. We might have heard many times input action mode. If we want to provide any value as an input. So the definition of the input is if we want to provide input data to any control in the application, and then you can use action mode input. So there is no explanation required for this input action mode. So if we want to provide input data to any control, okay, in your application, and then you can use this action mode input. If you want to input something by default, the action mode will be input. So what is action mode? Verify. So here there is a verify. So if you want to verify any control or text or content, so basically, if you want to verify any control is present in the application or not, or any text is present in the application or not, or any part of the text, I mean, the content is present in the application or not. So then you can use the action mode verify in order to verify the content which is present in the application. So these are the basic two action modes which everyone knew, input and verify are the two most common and the basic action modes which we'll be using throughout on a daily basis. But there are other action modes which might see for the first time. But don't worry, this buffer itself will take one class for me, and this wait on is called a synchronization. This will take another class, and this constraint and selective I'll take one more class. Okay. So before showing it to you, at least I will give a brief idea of what is this. Okay. Buffer, wait on, select, and constraint. First, let us understand what is this buffer. So buffer, it is a temporary storage to store values and can be used at a later point of time. So what I'm saying here, it is a temporary storage to store values and can be used at later point of time. So how many action modes we have? First of all, six types. One is input, verify, buffer, and wait on. mm, Select constraint. So we already know what is input and verify. And buffer is, it is a temporary storage to store values and can be used at later point of time. What do you mean by buffer? What do you mean by buffer is in Tosca. So buffer is used in order to store some values. I mean, whatever the value or whatever the number, whatever the text that you want to store. So you can store it by using the concept of buffer and you reuse it. See, when you are storing something, ultimately, why do you store basically any value? So if until unless there is some reusability on that particular point, right? So if you want to reuse that at a later point of time, then you will be storing it, right? So it is a direct proportionality. So whenever you want to use something, you will be storing something. If I want to store any value or text or any content in the application, I will be making use of the action mode buffer and I will be storing that particular content into one variable. And whenever the time is the required or the situation is required, I will try to reuse that with the help of these syntaxes, which are available in Tosca. So buffer also have a syntax. So this is the just a brief introduction to what is a buffer concept. Next, wait on. So these action modes, wait on, what we are seeing is something about the concept of synchronization. So in order to achieve the concept of synchronization, we will be using this action mode wait on. So first, let us understand what is synchronization. Generally, synchronization means a communication, same level of understanding and communication between two objects, right? Now, why we are talking about something, talking something about the synchronization point. Basically, when we are trying to automate an application called Demo Web Shop, right? With the help of third-party tool called Tosca. So Tosca is one object and application is one more object. Means if they want to communicate with each other, there should be a level of understanding or communication between the two applications. Then only the automation will be working perfectly, right? So in order to achieve some, why need to achieve the synchronization between these two applications? Sometimes there might be a network issue. Sometimes there might be a power issue, from system, and there might be slow or might be network bandwidth connectivity. So your network connection will be slow sometime. Then what happened? When your network is too slow and then you are trying to automate an application, then what will happen between these two things? Either the application will be running partially or Tosca is trying to on an object. But because of a network connectivity, your application itself is not loading. Then what will happen? At such circumstances, your test cases will start getting failed. So means that there is no proper communication between that. So what we will be doing is externally we will ask sometime for Tosca to wait, right? In order to achieve this synchronization and the proper communication and understanding between the application which you are automating and the task automation tool which will use some external inputs. These external inputs are nothing but the time wait. Means we will be asking Tosca to please wait for 10 seconds or 50 seconds or 20 seconds. Then only you can click on that control. So these kind of external inputs based upon the timing. In order to wait, in order to achieve the synchronization, we will be using this action mode wait on. And this action mode wait on we will be using at that point of time. So this is only just brief introduction with example and differences I will be telling you um, in this session, in upcoming sessions. So you have two action modes called as next select and constraint. So these two select and constraint will be used only on the web tables. Okay. So select and constraint will be used only on web tables in an application. It means basically in an application there might be some tables, right? We can see in payment method there is a payment. I mean, you can see the anywhere. You can take any web application. So somewhere there is some tables. So tables in the sense like rows and columns should be there. If you want to perform any operations or any actions on the tables in an application, you will be using the action mode select and constraint. So sometimes they might ask you, have you worked on synchronization? So you should say yes. So you will say yes, I have worked on synchronization. We achieved the concept of synchronization in Tosca with the help of an action mode waiter. And you will be giving a proper example. Then you will be then, I mean, sometimes they will also ask you, have you worked on tables? Or they might ask you scenarios on the tables itself. So what you need to say? You should say like yes, we have worked on the tables. So basically, when we want to work on your tables in an application, the most important action mode we use are select and constraint. So you need to understand the question, what they are asking about, and then we need to answer the question, right? So these are six action modes which are available in Tosca. So first of all, I need to have a test case, right? For this, so that I need to provide my input. Already, if you want to input something, you have given the action mode as an input. But let us automate first test case in Tosca. So today in our class, we will be automating our first case. So they will explore. Yesterday in our previous class, we have just tried to create a sample test case as an only single test step. Now, what we will be doing in today's session is we will automate one complete test case. Okay. Just I'm going to delete this one. No need here. I'm just going to open demo web shop. So what is the first thing that we will be doing after coming to this application? So I'm a new, just assume I'm a new user to this application. So what is the first thing that I have been doing? I will be registering myself, correct? I'm the new user. This is a web application. I'm the new user for this application. So first thing what I will be do, I will be register myself. What is the functionality that I have got? Registration functionality in the demo web shop. So I will be explaining and showing you the register functionality automation with this Tosca. Just I'm going to create a new test case. Okay. I'm changing the name. Register a user into an application. I'm going to change the work state in work. Now, when you are creating a test case, and what is the first step after opening the application? So you want to click on this register, right? So choose module which have register control. Okay. We have already one module here. There is a module register, right? I have already module. So what I'm doing? So I'm going to drag and drop to my test case. Okay. So here there is a value register. I'm going to click. Okay. And automatically it will change. I mean, it will give input action mode. So click on register in the first step you have created. So after clicking on register, what you will do? Now you click on register. What is the next step? So what you need to do? you need to enter all the details, right? After clicking on register, what you will see, this is the fields that you have to fill, right? So, so if you want to automate the register functionality, you need to click on this register. And after this, you need to enter all these details. And finally, you need to click on this register button. In order to do this, do I have the module scan for this? See, if you have a module created for that, use that, drag and drop into your test case. If you don't have a module created for that, just go simply and create a module yourself. Okay. Just go to demo web shop module. Just scan the application. Here the title is demo webshop.register. Select on screen. I'm going to choose. So see, everything in Tosca is almost dependent upon creating the modules. Okay. Just to select on screen, I want this male button, female, first name, last name, email, password, confirm password, register button. So these are the only places that I need to enter my inputs in the application. So that's why I have scanned all these controls. Just disable this option. So now see all the controls, whatever you have identified, everything is become unique. And you can also see which properties it has used, right? So you can see the properties, ID tag, here female also ID tag, first name ID tag. So you can see the properties. So you can also have the option to rename your attributes. Like here, there is only M, but I want to rename it male, female. Okay. So just save it and close it. And you can see the module. It has already created. Just change the module name, demo web shop, register details. So now what I'm doing, I'm going to I'm going to take this module and drag and drop to my test case. Okay. Whatever I have created a test case, right, register a user into an application. I'm going to drop on that. So first, so I'm going to rename the this test case name because both are same, right? That's why this is enter the registration details. Click on register control and enter the registration details. See, male, female, these are radio buttons. Only you can select only one. So I'm going to select only one. Just click operation automatically. The action mode is input and string. So first name, what I will be, I will give Shravan, sorry, not here. Shravan Kumar. Okay. Here I'm giving an email ID, Shravan123 at the rate of gmail.com. And next, password, Shravan123. 123. So here see, string is nothing but a group of characters. But for password, the data type as password. So why? What happens? Let us consider I'm enter the password, right? So can you see automatically what has happened? Now my password has got encrypted. See now Tosca has given you even the provision of password encryptions. If you go to another scripting or another programming language, you need to write a script or code in order to encrypt the password. But here in Tosca, there is no need. If the data type of that particular control is set as a password, then whatever the value you enter, it will be encrypted. So password encryption is as simple as such in Tosca. So just give the value, but the data type for that particular control should be password. Then the value will be automatically encrypted. Okay. So one interview question is like that you entered a value, it is password encrypted. Can you get back the value? So you can't get back the value. You won't even know what is the value once it is encrypted. You can't even find what is the value. So please remember whenever you give some value as an input and it is encrypted, you need to remember what value I have given. Otherwise, it will not be decrypted again. Only encryption is possible. Description is not possible. Another important point is, can we change the data type from password to string? Yes, it is possible to change the data type from password to string. But what has happened is you can change, but when you change automatically, whatever the value you have given, it will be erased. Just I'm going to change it password to string. What happened? It will be erased. Here also string. What happened? Now when the data type is string, whatever the value to enter it, it will be visible. Just see, right? It will be visible. It won't be encrypted. If you want to encryption, the data type should be changed from string to password. 7123. See, again, I'm going to change the password, string to password. What happened? It is encrypted. If I change the string, what happened? It will be erased, but you have to give another one more time. Okay. So confirm password, there is an input and string. Okay. And register, finally, you should give a click, automatically input. So select two steps and execute. Okay. I'm going to select this two steps, right click, and in Scratchbook. The specified email already it. Let me change the data.
So once this data has been modified, the input streams, we don't have to save it before run.
Sorry, we can.
Uh, so once these input streams, input options have been input data, I meant to say, has been changed,
Yeah.
and so we don't need to save it before run.
No, don't need, no need. We are just testing, right? We are, see, in further session, we can save the data here. So whatever you are asking, right? We can save the data in test case design. But I wanna show just automate the complete test case. Okay. In further, how you store the values, I mean test data, you can see here. Okay, in this session. But I just want to show how to automate the complete test case by using action modes. What is the purpose of input? What is the purpose of verify? I want to show you. So that's why I'm changing the registration details again. But we can store the data. There is an option also. We can see in further sessions. Okay. Where we have. Okay. See, now we have seen all the input action, but everything is an input, right? Here, um, whatever we have given, right, there is an input action only. So now, when do we use a verify action mode? And how do we verify this control is? Now, once you completed the registration register process, again it is saying a success message. Correct? Here there is a success message. So your registration completed. There is a success message, right? Or this is a notification so saying that registration is completed. So people will understand, right? I want to verify this content and I want to click on continue button. Just go back to module, scan the application, demo webshop.register. Just scan it, select on screen, just scan your registration completed and continue button. Okay. Disable this option. Let's see one control which is not unique. So let's try these properties. So here there is a inner text. Just remove it because there is no value. And best practice is class name. Just click on that. It become uniquely. At the end of the day, I need to make the control unique with the best practice, right? Just change the control name. I can change the control name, right? Your registration completed. I'm going to change this success message for my it is my convenience. That's why I'm changing it success message. Just save it and close it. Okay. You can see the module already created. Just change the name, register success message. So I'm going to drag and drop this module to my test case. This is the third step we'll create. Okay. First step is Click on that register. Next, enter the registration details. Next, what? Verify the success message and continue. By seeing these steps itself, what I'm doing will be easily able to understand. See, if someone wants to register into this application, what they want to do? They want to click on register first. After clicking on this register, they will enter the details. And after this, they want to verify the message and click on continue. Earlier, we see two drop downs, right? But for this, there is only one drop down. Let's see. I'm talking about this. So earlier we see two drop downs like click, right click. So like that, we have seen, right? Now here there is no drop down, but here there is one drop down. Only one drop down. You will be able to see multiple properties here, like enable, exit, inner text visible. I will show you once again. Just click on that and click on that. There is a property, there is a drop down. Just click on that. Just see enable, exit, inner text visible. These are four properties by default, which has given by Tosca. You can use any one of them and you can verify your content present in the application or not. Now, example, I'm taking visible. Okay. I'm just going to click on that. Okay. Here there is equals to. Okay. And you should write true. Okay. Just click on, just select verify action mode. Now, what I'm saying to Tosca is, I'm informing to Tosca, please verify this control is visible to me or not in the application. What I'm saying, what I'm asking Tosca to verify. So whether this control, which control your registration completed control is visible equal to true, means is visible to you or not. If it is visible you, please pass it. If it is not visible, you just failed. Okay. This is the third step. Now I'm going to execute this third step. Just see. What happened? It got pass, right? So it got pass. See the results. Already you have results. Verification was successful. Expected value true and actual value also true. So what is the next? I want to ask you, what is the difference between exit and visible? See, there is something called also inner text. Why it is used? Now, what I have asked you, I have told you after registration, I want to verify this success message. Now, what I have done, I have just only verified the success message is present or not in the application. But I have not verified whether the success message is containing the your registration completed properly or not. Till now, what I have done, either by using visible or by using exit. Exit means it is exit or not. That exit, if it is exit, then it is visible or not. So there is a two meanings of this exit. Okay. If it is exit, it is visible for you or not. Visible means it is visible or it is visible or not for you. See, if you see me, so what happened? We we both are colleagues. Okay, we are working in office. So you can see me. It means I'm visible. Okay. But existence is a another meaning, right? If that person is exit, is it visible for you or not? That is the meaning of exit. So visible means just visible. It is visible for you or not. Okay. So what I'm saying, I have just verified the control that is a present or not. I mean, our existing or not, but I have not verified the exact content. Exact content means what is the content of the text message of this your registration completed. I have not verified this correct. Okay. Sometimes in the application, if this is changing, like your registration completed is changed, right? Sometimes, I mean, there is a possibility your registration completed, like today we are seeing your registration completed. Tomorrow, there is a chance your registration completed might be different. What will happen in your test case? It will be failed, right? So tomorrow you can see, let us consider, dear customer, your registration is completed successfully. So what will happen if your success message is changed to that message? So if you execute your test case, it will not verify everything. So it is not even finding there. It is change in your application. Means there is a change that has happened in the application. The success message has changed, but there is something happening in the application. Your automation tools should find out, right? But if you script like this, will it be able to find? No. Then what I will be doing is you can use the property called in a text. Okay. So you can exactly verify the same content is present or not in the application. So I'm going to select inner text. Okay. Here I'm not giving, I'm going to verify the exact content or not. The same content is present or not, right? So that's why I'm going to take, I just copy this one, your registration completed. Let me try once. Where is that? Let me try to direct copy, paste it here. Okay, there is no I see. I just want to clear no space, no full stops, nothing. So that's why I'm pasting here notepad. I'm just copy this one again here and paste it. Your registration completed. Just see inner text equals to your registration completed. I'm going to use verify. Here, I am just informing to Tosca, please go and verify whether the particular control is containing the text message. Your registration completed. If it is containing your registration completed, something in addition to this, it will fail. So exactly it should be as it is, whatever it is there in the application. So just run the test case. See, it got pass. I will show you there would be a difference between exist, visible, and inner text. Now see, you will always tell me that inner text would be better if I use it. Now see again, it is passed, right? I mean, if you see a scratch book, verification was successful, expected value, your registration completed, actual value, your registration completed, right? It means exactly you are verifying the content, the exact content, and I mean is being verified. If there is any other extra letter more than this, your verification will fail. Just see, I'm going to add just extra letter. Here there is a full stop. Let's see. I'm going to execute once again. What has happened now? It is failed. Why? Verification has failed. Expected value, your registration completed, full stop. But here your registration completed. Okay. This is the reason. See, even if there is a simple minor changes in a text, will be able to grab it and it will show it to you very clearly. Okay. Is it clear for you?
It's clear.
Yeah.
So in case
So
in future,
remember,
if they change that message, no, that successful message, that
yeah,
time it gets failed, right?
yeah. So you can use inner text property and you can verify the exact content or not in your application. Okay. Just put it in a text. It is very simple to verify your content. If it is not there in your application, so what happened? One day you go and you executing the test case, it is failed. But you don't know where, I mean, the exact content or not. But the error is getting like here only. The success message is not there, whatever you have mentioned. Okay. But what happened? Just inner text use the property and what you know. Okay. Your registration completed, that already you know. Just put it and check that. If it is changed, it will show you here scratch book like this. See, you are expecting your registration completed, full stop. But here your registration, what is the exact content or there? So your registration completed. This is the exact content is present in your application. But what is your expectation? This one. Just you adding full stop. That's why your test case is failed. If it is not adding you in your test case, it will execute it successfully. So remember, whenever you want to verify the text message or whenever you want to verify the content of the control, please use property called inner text and just verify it. Next, what is enable? See, nothing. It is nothing but it is just only to show whether the property is enable or not. For example, we might have come across many applications, right? If you remember, until unless you enter all the details, that last submit button will be disabled. Okay. The last submit button will be disabled till you enter all the details, right? Um, did you notice or not? I don't know. Register. See, this option is actually disabled. If I enter this until unless, okay, until unless if I fill this details, so up to that, what happened? This is disabled. If I fill all the details, that only after that only this option is enabled. So this is the reason actually. So what is my intention is that last submit button will be disabled, right? Till you enter all the details. Once you fill all the details only, then the submit button will become enabled in some application. If you're working on such kind of applications, if you want to verify, okay, if you want to verify whether the control is enabled or not, so you also need to verify whether that is even after you enter all the details. If it is not enabling, what you will do? You can't enter that, right? If it is not enabling, you can't go and click on that. If you want to verify any control like it is enable or not, then you can use this property called enable. So these are the four properties you can use if you want to verify unique control, any text, any situation. Okay. Now I have verified all these things and what I should what I should do, I need to click on this um, click button. Automatically, it will give input. Just run the test case.
In one of the case where the success message shows dynamically changes. So in that case, so we can use this inner text partially,
Yeah.
and we can check out.
Yeah, partially we can go inner text. So dynamically, if it is changed, right? For example, the success message is dynamic way. So you can go just inner text and exact the, verify the exact content. Okay. And you can, based on that, just change the test cases. So next what? After registration, what I want to do? So now see the verification is done. Okay. And it is click on success message. Is it clear?
Yes, clear.
So both of you.
Yes, yes.
So after registration, what I want to do? For example, I want to log out. I'm just explaining a small functionalities. If I want to log out, do you have a module? What is the next step? So just scan the application, demo workshop, select on screen, select logout. It is already unique. Save it and close it. Sorry, I forgot to disable that option. So just rename it. Logout. Okay. So I'm going to drag and drop into my test case. There is a logout. Okay. And here I'm just giving a click operation so that it can perform input as input. Just execute this test case, run in Scratchbook. And it's come back to the home page, right? So when you click on test case, register a user into an application, the reason behind me asking you to enter a proper naming convention is so you can also see one tab called control flow diagram. So it will also show you what are the step-by-step process that you are doing. See, as being technical person, you know what are the steps, right? And but when business people want to see, when client want to see what exactly automation you are doing, you can show the test case and you can show them the control flow diagram. By seeing this control flow diagram, business people can understand easily, very easily. Okay. Now I will ask you something. Now I have executed this test case completely step by step, right? Till now, from where I have started automation. From clicking on register. Means from clicking register, it is not the automation actually. But today, open the URL. Then how will the application will open till now? So this is the first starting, right? I have opened the application manually actually here, right? And then I started from clicking on register. But what is automation? I need to start doing it from scratch. I just need to click on one button called run, and it should open the application on its own and it should start executing on its own. Correct? And how do you open the URL? How do I have opened the browser automatically? So for that, we have a standard module. Okay. Where if you go to Tbox X engines, there is a HTML. Here you can see open URL. Open URL is the standard module which will be used in order to open the application or launch the application. This is one way of finding it. For suppose as being for new guide to the standard module, you don't know it where it is there. So I will tell you how to easily find. Okay. Go to your test case. Just right click. No, here. Yeah. Go to your test case. Just give a right click. Here there is one option, search and add test step. Okay. Click on that. So now search whatever you want. So basically, if I want to open a URL, what is the standard module? Open URL. Let's see. So when you type open, you just get it. So you can just select that particular thing and now add anything. It will automatically at the bottom, right? But open URL, it should not be at the bottom, right? It should be on top of register. What happened? First, you need to open URL. Just again drag and drop and this open URL into the top. Okay. Now, what is the first step? Now, if I want to register a user, what should I do? First URL should be open, right? What is the URL? Here you can see. Just copy the URL, paste it here. Okay. There is an input. And now see, there is open URL. First, your browser will open by using this URL and open this Tricentis demo web shop. And next, what happened? Click on register. Next, enter the registration details. Next, what happened? It will verify the exact content in your application and then click on continue. Next, log out. Correct? But the browser is not closed, right? If I want to close the browser, then how to do? Again, you have a standard module called close browser. That is what I told you. Tosca has given some predefined and inbuilt functionalities for us. Just go to your test case, right click, search and add test step. Search close browser. So there is here close browser, click on it. What is the attribute? So it is asking you the title. It means what is the title of the browser or the heading, what is present in the demo web shop. So what is the title? Demo web shop, right? You just give a demo web shop. Okay. So you are typing. Okay. But I am going to change it demo star. So because today it might be only demo web shop. Tomorrow might be a different name, right? There is no guarantee. So already we learned about wildcard concept. So from anywhere you want to close the browser, it is not only the home page. It is my convenience. So I'm just closing the browser, but I'm just searching only for a title demo. If demo is there, after that I won't consider anything. Star mark basically use it for a wildcard. After demo, I won't give anything, so it will not consider and verifying any value. Now see a test case has been completed. Now what I will be doing is, as I told you, whenever you working on the test case is completed, change the work state from in work to completed. Okay. Now see the icon of this test case. This is the actual test case which you have completed and you have automated it completely end to end. Means starting to end, you have automated. Just one click on test case, I will execute all test steps. Is it clear? I'm closing this browser. Okay, I just want to browser like choose Chrome. Okay. Let's see. Sorry. Here there is a, I need to change here registration details because it is already exit, right? If I run this test case again, it will be failed. Why? Because can you register with the same details again? So password might be okay. And most important thing is email ID. So execute the test case with same details, it will fail, right? See, demo webshop, it will fail because the same details. Now what Tosca is looking for, after clicking on register, Tosca searching for verification of the success message, right? But that page is not there because it failed here. For that, you need to change the inputs, registration details, change the details, just run in Scratchbook. But it is a drawback for me to execute the test case when we have the same details. How do you overcome this? It is time taken process to change the details again and again, right? What we will be doing is we will be overcoming this situation in the tomorrow session with the concept of dynamic expression. So up to now, whatever the values we have given, everything is it is a static. So tomorrow we are going to remove these hard coded values, static values, and we are going to use the concept of dynamic expressions, which will generate the values automatically when you are executing, and we will be seeing that in the tomorrow session, and we will be overcoming this issue in the tomorrow class. Is it clear, guys?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, it's clear. Yes.
Yeah, just save it. Just practice, do practice well, Kiran and Rajesh. Now tomorrow I will just you have to share your screen. So I need to see what you have practiced. So it is just for your, uh, I just want to both of you clear everything. So that's why. Okay.
It's possible. Can I demo on Monday because I have executed the test cases. My execution also got passed. Yesterday only I have done all the execution with the all the parameters.
Yeah, sure.
Tomorrow, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it's
tomorrow
okay. No
I
problem.
won't be able to share my screen. Mm.
Yeah, okay, it's okay. We'll see on Monday.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I will create this as well and demo it on Monday.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Rajesh, okay. Is it clear for you?
It's clear for me. So we can
Yeah.
practice this class also, right? So we can view them
Yeah.
on Monday. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. So we'll see tomorrow in next concepts in tomorrow session. Okay, guys.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Take care.
Okay, bye.
Yes,
Bye.
you too. Bye.
Have a good day.
Yeah, you too.
Bye bye.
Bye.